Your wallet is secretly applauding every time you spend $0, and you're the last to know. Most people think frugality equals lettuce-only diets and zero fun. Stick around, and I'll show you why being frugal is actually the smartest money move you can make. Hey there! Let's talk about why I'm so frugal, but not in that dry textbook kind of way. More like, imagine your cousin Bob just got paid, and somehow by Tuesday, he's already sliding into your DMs asking if you do Cash App loans. You've probably met a Bob, or maybe you are Bob. No shame, we've all been there. Now here's where it gets interesting. Bob thought canceling Netflix was his frugality trophy. Pop up a chart showing canceled subs 1 inch versus unused gyms 1 inch, but wait for it. He still had $1.45 a month gym membership gathering dust since 2021. Ka-ching! Followed by awkward silence. Have you ever done that, like actually audited your subscriptions? Comment below if your budget is just vibes and hope. So Bob swings by Starbucks. Because hey, everyone deserves a treat, right? And drops $5 on a venti latte. That's $150 a month on jitter juice. Imagine a tiny money goblin sneaking out of your wallet each morning and cackling. This gets worse before it gets better, but Bob's about to have his wake-up call. Picture this. Bob sits down, logs into his banking app, pop-up text, load transaction history, and his face goes from smug to oh no. He scrolls past the coffee, the gym fees, the streaming, and then, gasp, impulse buys at 2 a.m. It's like giving a toddler your debit card and hoping for the best. But here's your payoff preview. In under 5 minutes of work, Bob's going to flip his entire money mindset, and you can too. And later on I'll share the one tiny mindset shift nobody teaches you in school that builds wealth on autopilot. First, let's witness Bob's epic fail. Bob. I'm so frugal. Also Bob. Buys a $60 novelty candle because it smells like happiness. Cue laugh track. But no judgment, my brain panics over a clearance sale too. Step 1. Awareness. Think of your budget like a garden. Don't obsess over every weed. Focus on planting seeds that grow money trees. Bob tracked every penny for 1 week. Pause this and check your bank app. I dare you. He discovered he spent $90 on late-night snacks and $70 on ride shares. It's only $20 here, $30 there, he said, until it totaled $160. That's an Amazon gift card every month. Gone. Why keep watching? Because we're building toward the part that actually earns you money. Frugality as fuel for income. But first, step 2, interrogation. Ask every expense. What are you doing here? Imagine if every dollar you spend had to sit you down and explain itself. I make you feel good at 2 a.m., the snack dollar says. I saved you from walking in the rain, the rideshare dollar sobs. That's when Bob realized he could meal prep snacks for $10 a week and bike instead of Uber. Wait, here's where it gets wild. Bob tried meal prep and hated it. He's a burnt toast extraordinaire. But instead of quitting, he gamified it. Each week he'd master one snack that didn't taste like charcoal. Pop-up text. Week 1, soggy oat bars =0.10. Then week 2, crunchy granola =7/10. By week 4 he had snacks for under $1 each. That's $90 saved and edible food. Step 3, automation. Bob set up auto transfers for savings, investments, and even a fun fund. Zoom in on app UI with arrows whisking money away. Now Bob never sees that cash, it's gone before temptation strikes. That's frugal living on autopilot. Sounds too good? Stick with me. But automation feels like giving up control. Bob felt that too, until he realized he could tweak transfers quarterly. Each tweak became a mini celebration. Hey, I just added $50 more to investments. Want to see my portfolio? Alice rolled her eyes but peeked anyway. What would you automate if you could? Tell me below. Mini cliffhanger. Bob's credit card bill arrives. He missed one payment and now pays interest. His face contorts like he bit into a lemon. Sound effect, record scratch. His fun fund freezes until he makes it right. That sucker punch reminder shows why automation needs discipline, like untangling holiday lights, painful but worth it when they all glow. Rewards. Hack. Bob switched to a 2% cashback card for groceries and gas. Too hard to automate categories. Pop-up. $200 cash back last year with Sparkles. He pays in full monthly, no interest trap. Rewards supercharged his savings. Ever chased cash back only to get burned? Confess below. Negotiation. Ninja. Bob, whose negotiation skills peaked at flea market haggling, called his cell provider. I love being your customer. Can we match this lower rate? 2 minutes later, he's on a cheaper plan and got a $15 loyalty credit. That's $180 a year. Words matter. Ask for a loyalty adjustment, not a discount. When did you last negotiate? If the thought terrifies, drop a... Meanwhile, Alice concocted DIY cleaners. vinegar, baking soda, citrus peels. She spent $3 on supplies, rid her home of toxins, and started selling jars for $5 each. Side hustle unleashed. Frugality to entrepreneurship. Bob rated each expense from 110. Pop-up. Whiteboard with expense columns and smiley ratings. Latte =3, potluck dinner =10. He shifted funds accordingly. Fewer lattes, more social cooking. Budget reflecting values. Ever rated spending by joy? Try it. Pause and jot down your top 3. Roundup apps turned Bob's spare change into ETF investments. In a year, those 25C and 75C increments became $300. Niche? Maybe. Effective? Heck yes. Bob hosts a Frugal Friends monthly meetup. Potluck, clothes swap, DIY demos, budget wins. Shared hacks soared his creativity. Someone taught him a library donation for fee hack, unlocking free audiobooks. Now he learns for $0. Which free resource changed your life? Tell me below. Treat your budget like a tightrope. Terrifying if you look down, versus a trampoline. Fun if you trust it. Frugality flips the script. The tighter you manage, the more bounce back you get. Bob's trampoline is fully inflated, but sometimes you need a safety net. Cue emergency fund. Bob aimed for 3 months of expenses, but halfway there, Netflix paused his account when autopay failed. Awkward silence. Emergency funds aren't just numbers, they're psychological armor. They let you take calculated risks. Each milestone, $500, $1,000, $3,000, earned Bob a free or cheap celebration. Park picnic, home spa, sunrise hike. Rewards trigger dopamine, making saving addictive. When did you last celebrate a money win? Bob's client ghosts him on a $400 invoice. Sweat drop animation, but his emergency fund cushions the blow and his network lands 2 new gigs worth $600, turning a loss into opportunity. That pivot power is frugal resilience. Before any purchase over $20, Bob asks, will this move me closer to or further from my goals? Booking travel? Yes. Gadget impulse? Only if he has a killer why. That saved him from a midnight heated massager chair regret. Self-control level unlocked. His friend Carla joined, texting each other before big buys. Thinking about a new treadmill? Help? Only if you'll use it 3x week. Accountability codes, engaged. Community turbocharges frugality. Frugality equals empowerment, not deprivation. Bob tried a 30-day no-buy on non-essentials. Day 3, he almost caved at a bookstore but flexed his money muscles. By day 30, he breezed past Target with zero FOMO. Discipline leads to freedom. Remember Cousin Gary? He mocked Bob's micro-investing until his own lump sum portfolio tanked while Bob's tiny investments rode out volatility. Bob unsubscribes from sale emails, deletes shopping apps, and hides his credit card in a cookie jar. Impulse buys drop 80%. What tweak can you make right now? Pause and do it. Bob and friends form a league to lower one expense each month. Cable, internet, insurance by any means. They slash dozens off their budgets. Peer profit, not peer pressure. We've covered awareness, interrogation, automation, negotiation, community games, mindset hacks, environment design. Coming up, high-impact home energy hacks, tax credits you're missing, and turning hobbies into cash flows. Quick challenge. Pick one hack, one question audit or no-buy experiment, and commit today. Comment, I'm in, and I'll cheer you on. Remember, frugality is smart, not cheap. It's designing your life so your money hustles for you. Next, we're flipping from saving to earning. Watch Bob apply all these habits to scalable side hustles. Stay tuned, because the biggest twist, how Bob turned $300 monthly savings into $1,200 and beyond, is coming up. Bob stared at his bank balance like it was a magic trick. $300 auto-saved turned into $1,200 extra this quarter. What sorcery is this? Zoom in on his eyebrows raising. But here's the kicker. That $1,200 didn't just sit there. It fueled a side hustle snowball. Bob remembered how Alice turned DIY cleaners into a subscription service. He thought, why can't I package my frugal hacks? So he filmed a quick bulk meal prep masterclass. No fancy lights, just his phone, Alice's countertop, and a stack of mason jars. Pop up. Week 1, bulk meal prep 101. He posted it on social, asked friends to share. Week 1, 50 views. Week 2, 200. By month 3, he'd sold 5 spots at $25 each, netting $125 for an evening's work. But wait, Bob thought, what if I bundle more? He designed a simple PDF grocery list template, downloadable for $5. Each course attendee spent an extra $5, turning his $125 into $150. Then he slipped in an affiliate link for his favorite micro-investing app, another $30 trickled in. His $300 quarterly stash had quietly multiplied into $305, plus the satisfaction of knowing his money was working harder than he ever did. Why should you keep watching? Because up next, I'll peel back the curtain on Bob's secret sauce, and the top frugal habit that millionaire executives swear by. But first, let's dive into tax hacks so easy, they feel like freebies. Bob cracked open his tax software and discovered the Saver's Credit, a 50% match on retirement account contributions for low-income earners. He was already maxing his 401k, so this meant an extra $200 back. Ka-ching! Next, he spotted the lifetime learning credit, up to $2,000 off qualified education expenses. Since he'd spent $300 on his own masterclass, he qualified for a $90 credit. Suddenly, his side hustle reinvestment came with a built-in refund. Then he tackled energy-efficient home upgrades. He swapped out his aging water heater for a high-efficiency model. Pop-up, bar graph of before versus after utility bills. His installer walked him through the 26% federal tax credit, meaning he got $520 back on a $2,000 install. That one move juiced his emergency fund without dipping into his checking account. Have you ever claimed a credit you didn't know existed? Comment below. Let's crowdsource an ultimate tax hack cheat sheet, and stick around, because I'm about to connect these savings to the habits of the ultra-wealthy. Next up, insurance game changers. Bob's car insurance renewal pinged in his inbox. Instead of auto-renew, he shopped rates and found a competitor 15% cheaper. He called his agent armed with that quote, "I love being your client, can you match this?" 2 minutes later, he was on a new plan with a $25 loyalty credit. That's $300 a year back. Pop up. Confetti animation on his phone screen. Meanwhile, Alice went bold on health insurance. She joined a local small biz co-op plan, saving 20% on premiums. That freed $600 annually for her side gig supplies. Community power at its finest. System check. 1. Automate savings. $300/month. 2. Micro-invest in tax credits. $200 plus back annually. 3. Side hustles. $125. $150 month. 4. Utility and insurance hacks. $450 plus/year. 5. Reinvest gains. Repeat. Neat, right? But Bob hit bumps. He once forgot to rebalance his portfolio for 9 months. His allocation drifted so far into bonds he was practically cash only. Panic ensued, but he learned to schedule semi-annual portfolio check reminders. Pop-up Google Calendar invite, rebalance investments. Problem solved. He also nearly lost steam. One Saturday he binged a new streaming series. Oops, free trial expired and he got slapped with a $15 charge. His funds sighed, but he shrugged, canceled immediately, and logged it as a learning expense. Because mistakes aren't failures, they're data. Aha moment and CTA. If you just cringed hearing about that surprise charge, you're not alone. Subscribe so we can tame these sneaky money traps together. No spreadsheets required. Okay, you've hung in here, so here it is. The top frugal habit of millionaires, revealed through Bob's journey. Ready? Here goes. They treat money like employees. Millionaires assign every dollar a job: savings, investing, bills, or fun. Bob's got a duty roster for his money: 20% to savings, 10% to investments, 5% to emergencies, 5% to fun, 60% to living expenses. Each dollar shows up, punches in, and works a shift. That's the habit that turns trickles into torrents. Stop letting your money loaf around. It's time to get it a LinkedIn profile. Interactive moment. Which category would you add to your own money roster? Drop it in the comments. Finally, let's talk time leverage, the millionaire multiplier. Bob calculated his side hustle true hourly rate, $150, 5 hours equals $30 per hour. Then he asked, could I outsource tasks at $10 per hour to free up time worth $30 per hour? He hired a virtual assistant to handle blog formatting and social media scheduling. Result, more high-value hours to create, earn, and invest. Alice did the same. She outsourced label printing and packaging for her cleaner business, freeing her to develop new scents. That's asymmetric returns on your time. Another millionaire mindset. Why this matters. All these hacks build toward a life of choice. Choose work you love, not work you need. And that's the real benefit of being frugal. It buys you freedom. Now, in conclusion, frugal living isn't about living like a monk. It's about engineering your life so your money and time hustle for you. It's the art of planting tiny seeds of smart habits and watching them grow into forests of opportunity. Treat each dollar like an employee, give it a role, track its performance, and promote the best performers to bigger jobs. If you want more deep dives, credit score myths, passive income blueprints, or the psychology of spending, like and subscribe. Drop your burning money question in the comments and I might tackle it next. Thanks for watching.